The new UNV Tri-Guard 3.0 OwlView Plus turret camera is here. With Wise-ISP, dual light mode, a motorized zoom lens, and active deterrence, you'll see better at night than any other camera out there. And that's not even close to all that this camera offers. What's up, installers? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Zach with Nelly Security, and today we're talking about the newest camera from UNV, the Triguard 3.0 OwlView Plus turret camera. Let's jump right into all that you can expect to find with this camera. Alright, let's talk about the specs for this camera. It has a 1/1/8 inch sensor and an f1.2 aperture, perfect for getting as much information as possible in the dark. It also has a motorized lens where you can zoom in between 2.8 and 12 millimeters and a dual light mode. It also shoots 4 megapixels at 30 frames per second up to a maximum resolution of 2688 by 1520. And it also has a built-in dual mic to pick up even more audio information. Alright, let's back up and talk about that dual light mode. But real quick, I'm going to mention the 2 other modes available to you. In IR, or infrared mode, the image stays black and white the whole time. But when an intelligent event is triggered, the red and blue lights start flashing and the speaker emits an alarm for active deterrence. Once the event passes, the lights shut off, but the picture remains black and white. White light mode uses the built-in white LEDs to give a color image the entire time. When an intelligent event is triggered in this mode, the lights still flash red and blue, and the speaker still comes on as well with the alarm. The only difference is that the picture remains in color the whole time throughout. So finally, there's the dual light mode. Dual light mode is super cool because it starts off as that black and white image with the infrared lights, but when an intelligent event is triggered, what happens is the image becomes colorful as the LED kicks on and you get into the white light mode, but just during that event. And so while that event is active, you can see everything in full color and detail. When that event stops, then the lights shut off and it goes back to a black and white image. The alarm does kick on as well, so there's still that double active deterrence of the light and the sound. One other thing to note is that the infrared lights and the white LED lights both reach up to 100 feet. Wise-ISP ensures a 24-hour full color image. This is a powerful new technology that uses deep learning AI algorithms to enhance the image at night. You can see everything in color with adequate brightness and a really impressive detail. This camera also has a 130 decibel wide dynamic range, or WDR. This is perfect for any scenes that your camera might be spotting that has a really high exposure from the sun, say, through a window, but also some really low exposure places like something with deep shadow. The camera will actually take into consideration the exposure levels of both and overlay them both with the appropriate exposure. Additionally, this camera has smart intrusion prevention. This uses AI target classification to significantly reduce any false alarms, from leaves falling out of trees to birds flying past to maybe an insect jumping on the lens. This will keep track and make sure that it's only notifying you when a human is spotted, a vehicle is spotted, or a non-motor vehicle like a bicycle or a skateboard or something else like that. Now for the physical components of this camera. This camera is rated IP67 and IK10, and also this has a NEMA 4X classification. Now, just for reference, in order to qualify for a NEMA 4 rating, the device has to withstand pressure from a hose at 65 gallons per minute. The X at the end stands for corrosion resistance, so this device is perfect for any coastal areas. This camera can also have up to 512 gigabytes of onboard storage through a micro SD loaded into the camera. It's also ONVIF compliant, so of course you're able to use this camera with other branded NVRs. However, in order to make use of all of these capabilities, for this camera, it is recommended to have a UNV NVR. Finally, this camera has a plug-and-play ability. Not only will you get the full capabilities using a UNV NVR, but the moment you plug it in, it is ready to go right away. When you're in the NVR, make sure that you go to Setup and then Camera. Here you're able to choose from those 3 modes that I mentioned earlier for it to record in: white light, infrared, and dual light mode. Any camera that comes out in 2025 has to have some good app compatibility, right? Well, this certainly does. If you have a UNV camera at this point, you probably already know the drill, but just to let you know how easy it is, all you have to do is plug in the camera with a PoE cable, or just make sure it's powered and connected to the network somehow. and then you just scan the QR code with your phone through the UNView Link user app, and it is registered immediately. From there, all you have to do is click on the camera and configure the device if there's any specifics that you would like. From the moment that you have that camera connected, you're able to use the camera as normal. You can even control the motorized lens from your app. One other really cool app feature is that you can use this for two-way audio. So you can use the app to speak to anyone that your camera can see. And because of that built-in dual mic that I mentioned earlier, you're gonna also have a much easier time hearing anyone that's outside talking to you through the camera. Thanks for taking the time to check out this new UNView camera. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you're planning to incorporate 24/7 full color imaging into your next security system. We'll see you next time.